Trailer into a car show sign when we were going to be having a car show up at the church, and that show got rained out, but we still used the sign. The Rat Rod trailer is under here, and it's a trailer made out of a 47 Chevy truck that Mike, the guy that built my Studebaker, cut up to build a Rat Rod truck out of when he was still alive. And I used the front axle out of it, and an old refrigerator that Luke Palioka gave me, and a piece of an old stove and a Coke sign off of an old Coke machine, and pieced together a trailer. I put the rear Studebaker fenders on it. When I put them on there, I was kind of thinking of, I'm just going to put these on here because it'll be a place to keep them safe, and in case I ever want to put them on the car. Well, I was kind of looking at the car now that I've got the exhaust pipes sort of straightened out, and thinking, I'd really like to see what those look like, those fenders, if they were on that trailer. So I thought I'd uncover it, pull it out, maybe pull it up to the house, take a look at it. This is an old pontoon boat top. I ought to put you someplace where I'm not holding you like this while I uncover that. That way you can maybe see the treasure that's under here. Now there may be snakes and stuff under here, but it's not real cold yet, so I'm hoping I can get under here without getting a snake bit. Yep, she's still here. I'm just going to back the golf cart right up to the trailer, hook to it, pull it out of there. That turned out to be a pretty good place to store it. Now, I thought about selling this thing from time to time, but I wouldn't want to sell the rear fenders. And so for that reason, every time I think about selling it, I decide, nah, I don't want to do that. It's a very cool looking trailer, I'll admit that. It is one of the coolest looking trailers that I ever saw. I say that even though I did make it myself. I need to back up another inch or two. So far I ain't got a snake bed yet. Old rat's nest on the back. Well, I guess that proves it's a Rat Rod trailer because it's got a rat's nest on it. Yeah, see, those rear fenders are just lovely. Take some measurements and see what it would take to mount them on that Studebaker. I bet that would look good. I bet that would look really good, and I could make a fender for that thing out of a barrel or something. I don't need them really nice fenders on it. In fact, I don't need the trailer. I suppose I could still sell the trailer, but I wouldn't want to get rid of the Coke sign on the back. I wouldn't want to get rid of those green spoked wheels, and by the time I took everything off that I wouldn't want to get rid of, there wouldn't be much left to sell. But you never know. You know me, I'd make something out of it. Anyway, step one would be to bring it up to the house. Look at Buddy. That's my buddy right there. He's my dog. We hang out together. I may pull a Studebaker down in the other barn so I can pull this in here and start measuring. Well, I could back the Studebaker out and pull this up beside it. That would work. And then start making measurements. Let me put you here. Y'all can watch out the door there while I pull this out. Man, I'm gonna have to take one of them off because I can't stand not seeing how that would look. Now I made the inside of this. The fender is open here, and this part would go way up in here. Let me get a tape measure. Rusty Acres gave me the tail lights that are on that. Those are Model A tail lights. So I measured a while ago from inside of the fender to the outside of the tire here. That's about 15 inches. Now from here to here is not 15 inches, but I'm not sure if this goes all the way up in that or if it just mounts right along the outside edge here. So you can kind of tell by how this back comes down. See, that would come around the back of that frame there. And that's about 10 inches. But even if this sat above this, it could be as wide as it is, but if it sat up here, there might still be enough room for this tire to bounce without getting into that fender. Really, the only way to know is to take it off. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to pull this in the garage and just take the fender off. And then I'll have something to look at. I think I'll take the Studebaker out back and put it in the other garage. And then I'll bring this in the garage here and have a look at it. Oh, the joy.